Dobbins Bar in Mount Vernon, Texas, was doing a good business. They were doing so well that they bought the adjacent property and decided to expand their location. But the local Baptist church found out that Dobbins Bar wanted to expand, and they objected to that. They thought that that big bar would be a bad influence on the community. So the leaders of the Baptist church would protest the city council and do everything they could to interfere with the permitting and the progress of expanding Dobbins Bar. But they could not stop it. Finally, it was about a week before the grand reopening of this expanded bar, and the Baptist church held a prayer meeting and prayed explicitly that God would intervene and keep that bar from reopening. Just a few days later, a storm rolled through town, and lightning struck the new bar and burned it to the ground. The owner of Dobbins Bar was so upset, he sued the Baptist church, and in his lawsuit said that that Baptist church deliberately interfered with his ability to do business, and he was suing them for damages. Now, the Baptist church hired an attorney, and their defense was, we had nothing to do with the lightning strike or anything that interfered with his business. So on the first day of trial, the judge was looking at the pleadings, and he just looked at both parties and said, let me get this straight. I have in front of me the owner of a bar who believes fervently in the power of prayer, and a Baptist church that does not. We laugh at a story like that, especially when they're true, but it kind of reveals one of the challenges that we have as followers of Jesus, which is sometimes our words and our actions don't always line up. Sometimes we get so caught up on our own stuff that we don't even think about what we're saying and what we're doing and the messages that we send to the outside community. And let's be honest, we all do that. We all think and do things and then look back and think, you know, if I had it to do over again, I might do it differently. Christ Church is filled with people like that, filled with folks who have good intentions and mean well, but get busy in the business of life and doing. And sometimes we say or do the thing, we look back and realize, you know, that's really not in alignment with what I really, really value. We own up to that at Christ Church, because at Christ Church, we're not a community of perfect Christians. We're just people who love Jesus and love each other and try to walk our faith as authentically as we can. We call that honesty living faith unfiltered. If you have a friend or a family member that is just looking for a sincerely loving group of people who love Jesus, love each other, and do their best to live the life of discipleship, I would encourage you to invite them to come here to Christ Church United Methodist. Because at Christ Church United Methodist, we do live out our faith unfiltered.